What is going on, guys? It's your boy Hawk, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to raise your KD in this game. A lot of guys are having serious issues with having and holding a decent KD. A lot of people are struggling and having KDs under 1, under 2, and they're wondering and thinking, how can I raise my KD? So primarily this video is for you guys. But just before I get into that, I'm going to give a shout out to Lorie Pointe, or her YouTube channel is youtube.com/gamergash underscore I think 92, and she does Call of Duty videos, a few as well. She has a series that she has every Thursday, as well she does play Minecraft. And yeah, so check out her channel. The links will be in the description below, and hopefully you guys can help her out with her sub count. She's a little bit over 500 right now. So getting back into the topic at hand, in order to raise your KD, and whether you're thinking about raising your score per minute or score per game, these are just a few things I think you should do in order to overall raise your stats. Now, primarily I'm going to start off with this is all based towards new players. So primarily use the class setup which you feel comfortable with. So whatever. The good thing about Call of Duty Ghosts, not Black Ops 2, is that so many playstyles. Even though the game isn't balanced, the perks are completely balanced in this game. Off the grid, all those different perks, they're completely balanced. Even Deadeye is balanced because it's 5 points. So if you want to be a rusher, if you want to sit back and camp with an LMG, if you want to be a quick scoping sniper, all of that stuff you can do in Call of Duty Ghosts. So use the class setup which you feel most comfortable with. So number 2 is learning the maps. So an idea is you probably should learn the flank routes, lines of sight. If you're a sniper, that's important as well. Not that I advocate sniping. You want to learn the lines of sight, where you can get shot at, all the little jumps and spots. So if you're in trouble, you can quickly jump and get out of the way. And a good game mode for that is to play S&D. So S&D will give you a good chance to learn the maps, even though it's coming out, I think, in less than, today's the 12th, so it'll be coming out in like 2 to 3 days. So you can get an S&D if you're having struggles in regular game modes. Learn the maps properly, then go back into your domination, kill confirmed, whatever you want to play. So use of tac grenades. Now, since in Call of Duty Ghosts, they do take away 1 point from your class, I would just say to use only one tac grenade. Just use a flash or a stun. It can come in handy every once in a while. I'm not saying to put everything like a secondary pistol, whatever. I'm just saying tac grenades in general. If you're having a hard time raising your KD, just flash. It's gonna sound a little bit newbie, but flashing rooms and stun checking rooms before you run into them is a good idea. And this is one of the best tips I have for you guys, and that is to approach every single corner as if there are more than one enemy there. So Stalker comes in handy for this, Quick Draw comes in handy for this. The perk that I think is really beneficial, and I'll do a later video on this, is Ping. And Ping helps out really well. So just approach every corner with your sights up so you will not get taken up by surprise. If you have Amplify and Dead Silence, then you'll know if people are behind you, so you'll know to turn around if you have a headset. If you do not have a headset, using Quick Draw and Stalker, Ready Up, or any of those kind of quick aim perks it's a good thing for you to do. So another thing we have is avoid large open areas and keep your back facing the wall at all times. Now, I cannot emphasize this more than any other Call of Duty game. The spawns are so messed up, so you really want to keep your back to a wall at all times so you will not get shot. If you get surprised, it'll be from the sides. You're not going to get shot in the back, even though it seems that every time I try to follow this advice and I leave a wall, and the second I do, or the second I go into a building and I'm hesitating, that's when I usually end up getting shot in the back. So that's something. The spawns are really bad, so it's probably like 70% spawns, 30% us just not sticking to the tactics. So another good thing is using teammates as a way to predict enemy position. So once you see the skull, which is really hard to notice, and they actually have a perk which is Takedown, If the enemy is not running takedown, you will see the skull pop up on your screen when the enemy has killed one of your teammates. So you can, if you know the maps, going on to our earlier points, you will know which way to approach this area. You may not know 100%, but you'll know with a high percentage approximate guess of where he will be. So you can either wait it out and wait till he, reaches your line of sight, or you can choose to go chase him. Now, what I would say the smarter thing here is to probably, if there's someone ahead of you or it's a long distance away, probably not to go chase him. But if he's close, just wait, let him come into your line of sight, let him come to you in that sense, if he's really, really close to you. Another thing that is really important as well, I've mentioned this, if you have a headset, I said that again, make sure to use amplify. It is overpowered. They probably will end up nerfing it in this maybe the next coming months or so. But as of right now, it's in the game. You're not abusing anything, you're not glitching, you're not hacking. You're using something that Infinity Ward put in the game for us to benefit from. So if you have a headset, you have a premium Astro, or you have like Tritons or P11s, P22s, whatever it may be, really take advantage of that, because it will benefit your game style, your gameplay, and benefit how you approach different situations. Now, this is something that I find a lot of people don't really pay much attention to, and that is hiding your satcoms and using them properly. So I said this in an earlier video, if you don't think you can get the high streaks, stick to the low streaks. Now, hiding your satcoms is really, really important. If you really need help getting satcoms, I would suggest that you put on wiretap, hardline, and ping, and use the assault package, and just put the satcom on. So you will recycle the satcom every 2 kills. Or if you're really, really struggling, you'll get it every 4 assists. So that will really, really help you out. That will really improve your game. That will raise your KD, just because you'll have more than one satcom. If a whole team is doing that, you will be re-rolling those satcoms really, really quickly, running through them, and you will most likely know where maybe half of the enemy team is at least one certain, like at one point in the game. You will always know where they are as long as you have satcoms. And one of the most important things, and finally, I know you guys all know this, is to play in a party. Call of Duty Ghosts is really one of those games that it's not enjoyable playing solo unless you're primarily a free-for-all player. But for a lot of guys out there who really enjoy playing all the other game modes, it's really, really brutal playing solo. So I suggest you meet people. If you can message guys that have similar KDs to you or higher KDs, just send them a message like, yo, can we pick you up, or we're in a party, I want to party up, and just play a different game mode, or just get into games with other players. From YouTube, I have met so many people. I didn't think the clan would be so big. I didn't think I would meet so many people and add them on PSN. And I have an abundance of players. Whenever they're online, you can just message a guy and be like, yeah, I want to party up, and go play Kill Confirm. So that's a really good thing to do. And these are all the tips I have, guys. So try to use some of these and implement them in your game, and hopefully it works for you and you raise your KD. Thanks, guys. Peace. Thanks, guys.